Hey y'all, it's your girl Key, and I know it looks a little different, but this is Why Did I Get Married? And I'm sitting here with Madam Neesh.
Yeah, her.
And Madam Neesh is going to introduce who else we're sitting here with.
So I bring my lovely ladies with me. I have Lynn, and I have my baby Tyra at the end.
And this is Ladies Night, okay? We're still going to stay on topic. We're going to talk about why did I get married, because she's married. She's not, and she's not, but they're in relationships. They got relationships, you know. They know what we're talking about. So we're going to talk about it. And what's our topic, Lynn?
Why is it so difficult for men to be intimate? And no, I'm not talking about in between the sheets.
She ain't talking about in between the sheets. Why she ain't talking about in between sheets? Because it ain't hard for y'all to be difficult in between the sheets. Y'all get real intimate in between the sheets real easy, but
Facts.
when we out here in these streets, when we out here, when y'all alone, are y'all intimate with us when y'all not with us? That's
Right.
the question. You know what I'm saying? How are y'all with us when y'all not with us, behind our back? How are y'all with us when the world is watching? Are y'all trying to hold up a facade like I'm this big guy? Or are you this intimate man like you are between the sheets? Are you this soft person? Do you show your woman every single side of you, or do you tuck what's real and try to keep up what the world wants you to be?
Facts.
You know what I mean? Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Why do you think men is so difficult? Why do you think it's so difficult for them? I think it's the world.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I think it's the word. I think
And the big balls.
Yeah, like you got to be this masculine, always hard all the time. I mean, in a sense, it's almost like they don't get a chance to. So when they find somebody who allows that, they don't even know how to go about it.
They don't even know how to go about it. You're like, wait a minute, hold on.
It's like, you cool?
It's okay.
Right?
But
You
how do
safe
you break
here.
that down though? Like, how do you break that wall down?
I don't know. I've been in my relationship for 11 years. I'll be married 8 years in May, and I still don't know.
Do you feel like you broke it down though?
No, I said I don't know.
Not even a brick.
I mean, I get some intimacy outside of our bedroom, of course. I mean, y'all may even see him break down a little bit. He'll show like I really care about my wife. Mm-hmm. But then still, he does have a side of him that is like, I have to uphold this character. Mm-hmm. I have to not be hubby at all times or whatever. I have to be more so like, when I'm in the streets, I got to be this macho.
Yeah.
I'm a rapper because
Right.
I'm married to someone who's in the music industry, and so he wants to hold up their facade, like, you know.
But is it like when it just the two of y'all, that's when that wall comes down? Or is it
I mean, that's when I see it come down a little bit, but I still feel like
It's
it's
the
a part
same?
of the wall is up. I still feel like there's still a part of the wall is up because I know it's more to it. Because, you know, you could sometimes have a situation and you like, okay, it's bigger than this. Mm-hmm. It's bigger than this, but you're not showing that to me. Mm-hmm. And you saying like, it's okay. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not even her. I'm not them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You could deal with me a little differently.
Right.
But I
You
think
know
it's
what I'm
hard
saying?
for them to turn it on and off. So it's easy
Right, they
to
don't
just
know
keep
how.
it on.
Right.
Because
I feel like if they turn it off, they feel like they pussy.
Yeah, they too vulnerable. Like if you won't go back, that's your wife, bruh. She's not gonna go back and be like, oh, that nigga, he was crying yesterday. That nigga soft.
Sometimes we need to see it so we can understand.
Right,
Because I even
exactly.
told my husband one day, I said, he was like, you be talking all this shit, da, 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 da. I said, I don't even think you care. I don't even think men have feelings. I really think the shit I'm saying is rolling off your back. But when you say shit to me, I be like, you said that to me.
Right. So you would you looking for a reaction.
I go on, but the way he acts is like it don't even matter. So for him to say later on down the line, like, you think I don't have feelings? I never even looked at it like you did. I really didn't. I didn't.
You brush it off like it is what it is.
I never even looked at it like you had feelings. I didn't.
Yeah. So
You
was
know
that
what I'm saying?
discussed in the beginning? Like I feel like sometimes when a person get comfortable, like for instance, how I come to you, I'm gonna
That's
show
how
you
you
everything.
are.
You know what I'm saying? So if that's something
Nah,
he's never
that's not
did,
me. That's not me though. I'm not a person to open.
You
I
come
need
out
you
in
to
levels.
know.
You come out in levels.
I'm guarded because I don't trust everybody.
That's true.
You can't trust everybody with your feelings and with your heart. So it's like
Yeah.
I gotta see where your intentions are
Yeah.
before I give you pieces of me.
yeah,
That's true.
I'd be like, fuck that, I ain't got time. Listen,
This is who I am.
Listen.
This is me.
And I need to know you, so I need to ask questions. How many kids you got?
But I think a man needs to get to a certain level of comfortability within himself to even show you that side of him.
Yeah. I think it's within.
Yeah, because growth within a man comes from him, and it's because there's something in a woman that sparks that change in him. So definitely.
Yeah, he just got to feel safe. Like,
Comfortable, showing you all sides, crying, mad, sad, angry, high, low, poor, rich, everything. I want to know blow for blow every chapter in your book of the life that is called you.
And that way sometimes, because you ever feel like they going through something and you might be there and it's like, okay, you're not the main issue, but you came in while they're going through something, but they not even going to tell you. So sometimes you got to know your man.
Yeah,
you know that what I'm saying? This bigger than me. I'm back off. This ain't my time. Let him deal with it. He don't want to divulge what it is he going through. Yeah. But I know it's bigger than me.
But how do you ask him? Yeah, how do you support him in that?
But his behavior tells on him.
Well, I ask. I'll say, listen, this bigger than me, ain't it? Like I say, like, come on, like, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I can get it, and sometimes I can't.
But my nature is always to be like, how can I help you?
I want to help. I want to help too, but it depends on how. It just depends on how. Because if you're gonna beat up on me, because of your problem, I'm gonna back up. Like now, I don't even care. Fuck it. Then I don't want to help.
I don't get to that.
But at first, I'm like, babe, listen, what's up? You know what I mean? Because I want to help. But if you're gonna beat up on me, that's when I'm gonna pull back too. And this might not be the perfect time, but you gotta understand who I am and what part I play in your life.
Right.
To know, like I ain't never supposed to be beat up on.
Right.
I feel like if you don't tell me, you don't trust me.
I didn't say you did. He ain't even here.
He not here. He ain't here. Ghostly voice.
This shoulder.
We know. Wait, let's clarify. We know she didn't mean like beat up on. We know he not.
No, beat up on means like you know took it out on you. It's times with the kids. I'll say, look, y'all don't want to bother me right now. I got some shit going on. I don't want to take my shit out on y'all. I will say that to my children. Men won't say that to your wife. You know, they don't say like, babe, I got some real stuff going on right now. You need to stop. Right. You know what I mean? You might get beat up on first. Yeah.
But you feel like if he told you that, you would really like fall back?
No, I'll probably be like, well, what you going through?
Exactly. That's
what
me.
Is it?
I want to know.
Make sure it's
like,
not me.
What you need? What you need? It's about me. It's about me, right? You don't want to talk to me. That's why it's about me.
So let me ask this. Do you feel like it stems from their relationship with their mother?
Absolutely.
I feel like everything stems from childhood. Everything. I feel like I went to school for psychology. I'm sorry. So I always bring it back to that. But everything does stem from childhood. So have y'all? I know I got issues. I know I got issues from childhood. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But how do you deal with that before you get into like relationships and marriages? Like how do you?
I think people need to stop saying really deal with it beforehand because it's really hard to deal with it beforehand.
No, I say that about myself. I am a work in progress permanently.
And guess what? You're gonna be a work in progress for the rest of your life. You're right. You always gonna be working on yourself. So I don't really feel like you could really prepare yourself to be this perfect person, but I do feel like you can identify with yourself. Like I know I got issues. Yeah, you know what I'm saying so.
I feel like you got to get to a certain level within yourself to be able to recognize those things before you do that in a relationship.
And you have to be mature too, because some people get a little offensive if you say like, I feel like the way you act towards women may be because of, you know, your relationship with your mom. That might not. That might be a soft. That might be
a soft topic. You don't want to go
always. It might be a soft topic because
you got to talk about it.
You do, and guess what? If someone was to say to me, "I feel like you're that way because of your dad," and I would say, "You know what? You're right," and they'd be mad as hell. They brung it up because I'll probably give them all. I will go to counseling right there. We'll go to counseling. They wouldn't even be able to deal with it. Let's talk about it.
Wait a minute. Where's the couch? Let me sit here.
You know what? I did. I examined that in myself, and I figured out.
They be mad.
You could be standing there. Let me sit down. Let me tell you what happened since you asked.
But it's about taking accountability for your actions.
Yeah, you have to recognize the error of your ways. I always be like, look at you, because I really want you to. I want you to get in the mirror and say, you know what? That's me. That's me feeling like this, or that's the issue that I'm dealing with. It is hard. Yeah. The hardest thing to do is to look in the mirror and deal with yourself. That's why a lot of people beat up on other people. A lot of people actually pose their issues on other people so they don't have to deal with themselves. I'm going to throw all these rocks at you and tell you all about yourself so we ain't got to deal with me because we're too busy dealing with you and your shit.
That's exactly what happens. That's exactly what happens.
But everybody got issues. Everybody.
Oh, yeah. Seriously. But I think counseling is necessary before you get into... Like, did you guys do counseling before y'all got married?
No, I mean, my husband's been my best friend for 10 years before we got together.
So
we knew each other. We knew each other, but we didn't know each other on a, like a relationship level. And we got to, together. There was some bumps in the road because there were some things he didn't know about me. There were some things I didn't know about him. And, we had to learn to grow together. And we're still growing because we changed.
You're still learning.
Yeah, we're still learning each other. But I can say that in the beginning it was difficult. He was not an open book. It was hard trying to go through every chapter. And he just just a dead stop.
Like, he just one page and be like, nah, that's all you're getting from me.
It's like, I want all of you because I'm giving you all of me. I don't want these little pieces.
Can I ask you a question? With you being like a Pisces, right? Because I do believe in horoscopes.
I do too.
I feel like you may be that person when you say I'm giving you all of me or whatever. Does he ever feel like? Do you feel like he ever question who you are still? Like, I don't truly believe that's who you are. That's why you feel like he doesn't give you all of him?
No, I think in the beginning, just, his previous relationships, I think men, evolve, they grow, they act out, or they don't act out because of their experiences that they've been through. So it's like, I'm not like any other woman that you've ever been with. So don't treat me as such.
But that's all they know. So
that's my line. That's my line. I'll be like, I'm not her. I'm not
one of them. That's mine. As soon as I get, I'm not one of them. I don't know who you think.
Not my line. That is my line. You're not going to treat me like them.
But I think you got to understand sometimes, like, that's all you know. I got to show you something different. Because I definitely like treat him.
I sometimes, if something reminds me of something back then, then I may act like it's back then.
But you got to be mindful of those triggers because if you've moved on and you've forgiven, those triggers are not able to intercede and attack you on that level anymore because you're past that level. Okay, I know that I'm not going to put up with this, so I'm going to walk away from this before this turns into a whole different situation.
That's your control level. That's not everybody's control level.
But it takes time. You have to, like Tyra said, you have to really get to know yourself. You have to look in the mirror. You have to take accountability. You have to say, this is not working for me, so I can grow and I can evolve. I don't want to be a liability. I want to be an asset.
An asset.
But I think the biggest thing for women is potential. We always like,
that's our problem. That's our fucking problem.
We could get something.
We always say, I know what he can be because I know what he can be though. I know what he acts like, but I know that's not always him.
But then what? Then how are you gonna do that? You gonna just be unhappy because he got potential? A lot of niggas.
Why do you feel like he got potential though? Because he's showing it to you, or you see it in him?
That nigga fucked up in the head. He might be alright. Once he
it's both. It's like you see it in him, and then he'll show you a glimpse of like if you really put your mind to it, if you really had like someone to push you, you'd be like, you could be amazing. But it's like you ain't pushing yourself. Why should I put myself in a position to push you?
Well, when he is amazing, you like stay that way. Right. Bam.
No,
that's it.
Just never.
Never. I always find myself saying, we was just good. I'd be like, we was? I'd be like, yes, remember?
And where did this side come from?
We was just good.
How did we get here? We was just here. Like, what's going on? Yes.
That's my line too. We was just good. I wanted to stay there. I mean, we can have disagreements. Right. Disagreements don't have to be arguments. Right. I believe that opposites attract, so you're going to always have two different opinions. You're going to see it this way, I'm going to see it that way, and we're going to compromise to make it fit both of us.
Now, do y'all listen to each other though?
That's a big problem too. It's a problem for everybody. Yeah. Because a lot of people listen for a punchline to respond. Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as they say it, they like, okay, but listen, I won't even finish. But listen, if you would listen to the whole thing, then you'll truly get some understanding. Right. You ain't listening to me. That's why you don't understand.
Just ready to respond.
You listening for a defense. You listening for a rebuttal. You listening for some, for your turn to talk. But I need you to listen to understand. Yeah. And then I want you to listen to yourself, think, and then I want you to respond.
Right. I agree.
Everybody got problems with that.
You gotta like put a pin in this, like really sit and think about it. Put a pin in this for right now. We'll come back to it because right now I'm angry. When I say something, it's going to be from anger.
It's times I'll text and I'll say da-da-da-da-da-da, and at the end I'll be like, please don't respond. Because I really want you to sit on what I said. Because if you respond, then I'm going to respond. I don't want you to respond. I want you to sit on what I said and think about it.
That's too funny. Not, please don't respond.
Don't say nothing back.
That's how you know she know how to do to the fullest. Like, don't say nothing.
But the flip side of that is like when you want to talk about something, they be like, I can't talk about this right now. Be like, why you can't talk to me? Why you act like you can't say nothing? It's like, I need a minute. Like, I really need to think.
Tyra, you notorious for that. Tyra, let me tell you. I asked for, wait a second. Don't say shit. Just give me a second.
Let me pause.
Let me process.
Because I know me, and when I'm in the moment, the filter between my head and my mouth does not exist.
She is Scorpio.
What comes out next is liable.
She is Scorpio.
That's what my children are.
You already know.
It's something else.
And I'm a Virgo, so I know.
And they something else. We Pisces.
And they Pisces. Fire.
You can get the good side, you can get the bad side. The choice is yours.
It's two of us. It's no in between. It's one or the other. You know what I mean? It's no warm. It's hot or cold.
Absolutely.
No happy medium, people.
Yeah.
How do you find balance in life though like that? I could get in the middle sometimes. I could stay in the middle a little bit.
Stop fucking lying.
I don't want to be in the middle. I don't want to be in the middle. I want to fuck with it or I don't. I don't want to be in the middle. I don't.
But
I'm good with that.
I gotta ponder on like, okay, because she said this about me. She said I don't like nobody, and it's like
Scorpios is like that though.
I gotta ponder on why I don't like you before I decide that I really don't like you. Like I just got
that motherfucker don't like nobody.
Scorpio's favorite line is something about them.
Yeah. Because there is.
I be like, you're crazy. That's what it is. You're crazy. It's something about them.
But you know
my mama's Scorpio too.
Energy. It's your energy. Yes. If I don't mix with your energy or I feel off around you, I get tightness in my chest. I get anxious.
Yeah.
I can't be around
people make you feel like that.
Yes.
Me too. If you have bad energy, that shit drains me.
Well, that's two for me. That's two for me. But it's nobody really that can. No, nobody really could come into my space and I feel like, ooh, like their energy. I don't feel that, but my mom always told me I have a bad judge of character. So I may not judge people fast.
Man,
like, you're not easy.
It's immediate.
As soon as you walk in the room.
I just be like, seeing how you move.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like that.
But what I do is, it takes me a while to open up. How long it took me to talk to you?
Yeah, that's true.
I watched the fuck out of you.
Let me tell y'all what she did.
I watched the fuck out of you.
Look, we cool now. When I came in, I was like,
for months, I'm watching
I was like, I started off nice. I'm one of them people like, I'm going to try to give you the benefit of doubt first because I understand people go through shit and I understand why they're closed off. So I'm going to watch you for a second. But I tried to come off nice at first. Let me tell you what she did. I think I tried to like lean in and hug you. You was like, you like lean back like nah. And then she's, yo,
we from Philly.
Yeah, so it's like I guess from me being down here,
New York.
Yeah, so we all from up top. Yeah, we got Jersey here.
I'm not doing that.
This motherfucker said.
Hugging you. I'm not even gonna make you think I want to hug you. It's not gonna make you think I want to hug you. That way you know. Cause
she be hugging me now.
Get away with the hugs either.
She be hugging me now.
I do hug her, and it's not fake.
It's not fake. But I respected it because so many people do it. I felt her energy. I knew it wasn't like disrespectful. She just didn't know me. You know what I'm saying? I understood it, and I know where she come from. So I respected it. I mean,
so I'm just an observer first, but then I'm going to start fucking with you if it's meant for me to start fucking with you, or I'm not. That's why I say it's no happy medium. It's one or the other.
I think when I be my happy medium, it's like I'm cordial about it. Like
trying to figure it out.
I wouldn't let you hug me, but I'd probably put my hand out like we can shake hands and like let's stop it there for the day. That's where we at right now. We'll try again next time. I'm quiet around people I don't know just because I want to see how you act.
Watching too.
You're not about to be getting all of this of me. People be trying to dig to figure you out, and it's like,
so let's get back on the point. How do you feel like you can observe that in your man? Observe like what the issues are.
Well,
why he's not intimate outside.
Well, I know for him, knowing his history, I could understand why. But at the same token, you know, I'm not them. I'm me. So I need you to open up and show me all sides of you. But there are things that he has dealt, you know, in his adolescence and his young 20s and 30s. Because my husband is 15 years older than me.
Uh-oh.
So, you know, he's experienced more. He's lived more. And I take that into consideration. I understand he's faced demons and he's overcome them, and I'm very, very proud of him. So I know, he's either in his head, he ain't walking the same way, he ain't talking the same way, he's not sleeping, I know my husband. There's not 1 inch of my husband that I do not know. I know him better than he knows himself.
So why was that the topic? Is that something you struggle with?
No, the reason I chose that is because I've seen different friends, even family members in relationships, and it's like they poured themselves into these men. And just like, Neesh was saying, they give so many chances. Why are you enduring this when you are worth so much more? But you have to love yourself first.
Yeah.
You can't look for love in somebody else, for somebody else to validate you. You have to look deep within yourself. He cannot fix you. You have to stand in the mirror. You have to look at yourself. You have to hug yourself. It is okay to make mistakes. It's a blessing in these lessons. It's a blessing.
Definitely.
Yeah. You don't believe in the whole "you complete me" thing. It's like
no
complete people.
No. When I was younger, yes. When I met my husband, he was a different type of a man, just a different caliber. I didn't know a man like
Can I ask you one question? Going back to your childhood, was your father in your life?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
So I think that's when
present daddies on the panel today.
Well, let me say that because I think that played a part. Like for me, like my father was murdered when I was a baby, so I think a long time, it's cool. You already know how that go. But I feel like for a long time, I always sought after older men because I felt like
you looking for a father figure,
and I felt like that unconsciously. You know what I'm saying? I always been with older men. I never been with somebody my actual age, and I realized I look up, in a sense that father figure.
You looking for a daddy.
I'm looking for his daddy.
I can relate to that because I have been everybody that I've been with has to be older too.
I got a zaddy.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So yeah, I understand it. I had my father around, but he wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? So
do you feel like that's
probably
better
off.
accent?
I always tell my sister because he wasn't there for my sister, but he was there. You know what I mean? And I always tell her like, girl, I wish we could trade shoes. He did more damage being here.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what's her perspective? Like, without it, I feel like you question yourself and you question your worth.
She questioned why wasn't he there? But it was just a different situation. Yeah. You know what I mean? I won't get into that right now, but I feel like he did more damage being here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say I'm not a runner. I'm not a track star. I try to fix my relationships. You know what I'm saying? But I don't take anything. You know how you say, oh, I don't look for validation in a man. I'm happy. I'm comfortable with myself. I know who I am. I'm happy with myself, and I do know how to make myself happy.
Have you always been that way?
No. Now let me tell you something. It's been a time, and this is once I moved here. Because we're both from Philadelphia, we moved here together. It's been a time where I feel like I lost myself. It's because I was living in his shadow. I was doing, because this is who I came here with, and I'm not that friendly. So that's all I had. So everything he did, and it was like once he was ready to like not be with me all the time, I feel like I lost myself. Like, what do I do now? Yeah. And I wasn't being myself. You know what I'm saying? But I know who I am. I know how to make myself happy. I'm comfortable with myself. Do I deal with a lot? Yes, I feel like I deal with a lot because I don't believe in running. I don't.
So have you ever been married before?
Yes. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe because I divorced my ex-husband.
You just one time? You only been married one other time?
Yes.
Do you feel like, well, if you don't mind me asking, what did you feel like was your breaking point in your last marriage? I just
feel like I'm a firm believer that if you really want to keep be sleeping with other people and stuff like that, why get married? Yeah. Why get married? Yeah. If you're going to have to be an habitual offender of cheating. Now, I understand you might slip up. You might slip up. You're human. Yeah. We're born of flesh.
Yeah. How many times is too
But many? You know what I mean? I ain't dealing with that. And then it went to a point where he was away and still doing, nah. Yeah. It's just I'm married to you now, and if I'm not, if I feel like it's anyone that I have to really, 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 really question as a wife, then what the fuck is the point? And that's what my breaking point was. I was questioning too much.
You've been married before, right?
Yes, I have.
Oh, you have? I did not know that. Yes, I did. I'm like, I did knew that. I knew that. Well, let's talk about that because that's important.
Yeah. So my breaking point was, well, I was young and naive. I did anything and everything that he wanted me to do. So I had no sense of self whatsoever. He was older than me, and he just started trying to control every aspect of my life. I mean, every aspect. I had 3 children with him. He was just possessive, controlling, very jealous. Literally, if I was on one side of the street and there was a man walking on that side, I had to cross the street.
My God.
Okay, I couldn't answer the door for his friends.
I've been through that.
Yeah, it was just a lot of control. I've been through that before too. And I just couldn't do it. My breaking point was when I was like, you know what, I am unhappy. I have
people don't know that being controlled is you get a breaking point. Mm-hmm. It is a form of abuse. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you got your husband and he's like, you know, you got your friends and everybody you bring around, he finds something wrong with them. And he don't want you to have nobody but you. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't like her because I think she gay. Yep. I don't like her because I think she want to sleep with you. Oh, I don't like him because I don't believe he truly gay. Yep. Oh, he ain't really gay. He just want to sleep with you. Oh, I don't like him because he a whore. Oh, I don't like her because she ain't married. You don't need to be around not married. You can't be around single. Yep. That's somebody who want to control your life, and there is a breaking point. Yeah. Most of the time, you can't control that person the same way they're trying to control you.
Absolutely. Oh, you can't do nothing. I think I was in that relationship. I rubbed his head. You know how you rub your man's head? I think I went up. You know how like against the wave?
He wanted to fight, didn't he?
Yo, he cursed me out so bad.
Oh, I ain't never heard of
He cursed me out so bad. Now that I think back on it, I'm like, that nigga might be gay.
Right. You care that much about your wave pattern?
Bro, I went against the wave, like, just a little bit, you know? That motherfucker cursed me. He cursed me out so bad. But
you're engaged.
Yeah, to somebody new.
Say that.
She said to somebody new.
Yeah. Say that.
But okay, so do you feel like he's intimate outside?
Very much so. Very much so.
In what ways?
So, well, y'all know. Let me start off this first. I spoke him into existence. Like, I will be at work and be like, I want my husband to be like this. I knew what he looked like. I described him to a T. Am I lying? I described him to a T. I would be driving in the car. My man ain't gonna let me run out of gas. My man gonna fill up my gas tank, and I would just constantly, even when I was
supportive. He gonna do this.
He's gonna do this.
Even when he was with your ex.
I said it every day. To the point where I didn't even notice I was saying it until I
Did you cheat on your ex?
No. Okay. Until I brung him around them. And then they reminded me, you know you've been saying this for this long.
And was he your man then, or that's when you said, you know what, that I'm going to make him mine?
It was, can I just be honest? Sure. It was when me and my ex broke up. We had like a little period, like we still stayed in that same house, but we slept in different rooms. Mm-hmm. But when, like, during the breakup process, he tried to take everything from me. From cars to, like, run off on my phone, everything. But I'm an honest person. That's why I said I'm going to tell you what's going on up front. So if you're going to run, you're going to run. He didn't run. He going to say, don't worry about it, babe. Got me a new phone. Don't worry about it, babe. Got me a new car. Don't worry about it, babe. Like, he was so supportive of me that I didn't, like, it was a no-brainer.
And you see that it's safe because some people will give you all these things, and it comes at a cost. But you know what I mean? Because I was there for you. I was there for you. Right. I was there for you. Yeah. Don't nobody want to keep hearing that.
That's true.
That's not a man.
So let me tell you what happened. Now, I mean, everybody go through shit, and we went through something. I'll call her quick, but I ain't gonna say it because I don't want him to see it and be like, she crazy. But it was the point I was like, you know, I'm done with you. Because like you said, at some point, and you've been through stuff, you don't want to take nothing from nobody. It could be like the littlest thing. You like, even though you probably should have gave that person another chance, you don't want to do the shit no more. You like it. No, you don't even have chances no more after a certain amount of time. And you know what he said to me? I said, you could take your car back. He's like, but why would I do that?
Right.
He said, I'm a real man. He said, I don't know who you been with. I gave this to you. I would never take something back that I gave you. And at that point,
I don't even want to hear about it.
At that point, I was like, I love you, baby.
You got your second chance. You walked into that second chance. You ain't going nowhere.
But sometimes you gotta go through that stuff.
Are you in a relationship?
I'm in It's complicated.
Okay. he probably ain't being intimate out there. One thing I could say is I know people know how my husband feel about me. You know what I mean? And it's because he's intimate and he shows a little vulnerable side. He shows a vulnerable side. He does. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for other men, but I do feel like he could be a little bit more vulnerable with me.
Like when it's just y'all?
Yeah, I do. Like I said. But again, like I said, he's always gonna hold up that macho side of him because that's his safe place. You know what I'm saying?
Can I say this about your husband? Let me tell y'all, and you wasn't even there. I don't even think I met you in person.
We're going to have to close after this, guy.
Okay. I'm going to say this because I know she's giving him a hard time. And it's so crazy because on the outside, it looks one way. This man, we did like a female cipher. And the first thing he said, I am a married man. He let us know up front, like, bitches, this is not what we here for. This is that. But it just goes to show you, like, your wife is still telling you what she wants. That's not enough. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes men don't understand. It's not just what you're doing. I'm telling you what I want. I'm telling you. And you so far gone in your head that you're not even listening. I laid it out for you, but you're still not listening. And
this is, I wrote, it's a whole plan. My life an open book. I don't even hide nothing. So you know exactly how I feel, how I want it. That's it. You know what I mean? So we about to hear what love is as closing, guys. This is Why Did I Get Married? What is love?
What is love? It is a feeling, being, seeing, an emotional connection felt by two individuals in a moment of lust, passion, and enthralled, with two bodies intertwined, making one, up and down, sweat upon sweat, drenched in the essence of ecstasy, hearts beating strong and fast like a lioness roar, ripping, running and ravaging, sourly, devouring each other's delectable delicacies. Volcanoes lava emptying simultaneously, and now in the midst of it all, what is left? There are two souls forever connected by a stolen moment in time. What is love? It is him and her. It is her and him. What is love? Love is evident.
My motherfucking bitch is love. Yes.
Why did I get married?